Sister Mama Pam Africa.
You want to do the legal. Wow. What a day. All right. I went, I saw, and because I love my people, I knew that you had to see it too. I've been following, where did he go? Dr. Mack and former Congressman, well, I ain't even gonna go in, he ain't a congressman, no way. I got this stuff all mixed up right now. But Brother Charles Barron for some time. In fact, when I came across Brother McIntosh, he was dealing with the Tawana Brawley case. Him, Automatics, and he wrote a piece on Tawana Brawley that blew me away. So factual, so plain and understanding that, you know, when you read it, you knew the case. I started going up to New York following that case, and the foulness of that. Then I think it was Gil Noble, when ABC was trying to get rid of Gil Noble, and they formed Semotap, right? A battle. I mean, I'm watching these brothers, and you know, I like warriors. I like warriors that win. I like warriors that don't bow down, suck up, kiss up, and you'll see them today. And you will see them here in Philadelphia. When we had crowds, they brought crowds, part of that crowd here from New York. They had meetings up in New York, invited me to come and speak to tell people what was going on. And they didn't have to have me there because when I got there, I mean, it was so much organizing. And Charles Barron, he was councilman then. And I believe he might have went through state assemblyman. He was there on the front line challenging our state representatives to stand up, to be an example for us to follow. We did have one, David P. Richardson. David P. Richardson and stood up on the case of Mumia. He stood up on a lot of things. When some brother or sister or grandmother was beaten, shot, thrown in jail, and when we called demonstrations, they were there. David Richardson, and he had a posse with him, a posse of state representatives. When in 1995, 99, we called for a demonstration called Millions for Mumia. And Minister Farrakhan, everybody put their people on the front line. Minister Farrakhan told the nation that they had to support. They had to support. There was the security there. And I'm gonna say this too. I don't care what city, what state I go into, the fruit is there and they looking out for me because that's what the minister said. You know, in this fight, when I got involved with the MOVE organization, I met so many people. I was a young woman who didn't know anything about politics. In fact, all I wanted to do was have my blonde hair, my red, white, and blue from May to September. I hooked up my red, white, and blue. I was scared of the Panthers. Definitely scared of the Panthers. The BLA, oh shit. You know, And I believed what I read in the papers. I believed what I saw on 3, 6, and 10. And there's a lot of me around. And you know, I became that way because people made me that way. They made me fear the things that love me. Made me hold tight to, cling to the things that was destroying me, my family, my neighborhood. But when I came across the MOVE organization in 1977 at the height of a war, Guns on one side of the street and guns on the other. MOVE had came out against the system because they was fed up, sick and tired of the beating, the maiming, the killings of baby. May 13th was not the first time that they killed MOVE babies. They were consistently doing it. But when I did get involved with MOVE, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of things. That's what pulled me into other things, because they had arrested the MOVE organization and charged them with a murder they didn't commit. I saw it. I knew what went on. And all I was doing was trying to tell the story. Next thing I know, I was beat up, locked up, thrown in jail, thrown out of jail, and I became the boogie woman of the daggone, people that I used to know and used to, when I was Miss Jeanette, with my high heels and my blonde hair, and they was like ghosting on me, and said I was brainwashed. My mom had went and got what do they call a deprogrammer, and said that, I was brainwashed, and they were right. I was truly being brainwashed. The filth that I got in me from a child, the belief in this system was being washed away. I was meeting people. I met the Panthers. I met members of the BLA. I met neighbors in the community that, seen things differently from the way I was taught to see them. All I wanted to be when I grew up, and because there was people around me like that, I wanted to be a councilwoman. I wanted to be anything within that system, and there's some good ones. Sister Vanessa Hughes back here, whose granddaughter graced us today, badass state representative, stand-up state representative. Andrew Kahn, who's working the videography today, and over here he is, and this is his beautiful wife, the Reverend, Sue Kahn. See, I had to do that because I get stuff mixed up. But, I voted for Andrew. I ran the streets for him. And, here we are still on the front line together. And the fight for Mumia, he was right there on that front line. And as I look around, and this room is full of brothers who went in jail, came back out, and right over there, Brother Blue, Achille, and I'm losing for names. 1, 2, 3, right there, and the wives. And the brother from Chicago, yes indeed, yes indeed. The brother and the sisters from Chicago met all these warriors. And also, when people say, you doing that, you doing the same old thing. They doing the same old fucking Too long up here, but they're doing the same thing. But I met warriors. And I met warriors when I came across MOVE. And but it expanded. And a family of warriors. We will do the damn for each other. And I'm telling you, for the love of people, the love of black people, the love of people, period, because when things is right for black, it's right all the way across the board. I found that to be true. It's true. And that's why I really wanted people to meet and to hear them. And here I go. I wasn't going to go here, but in order to do it with so many things that was going on in the city, I had to dig in my pocket and pull every damn penny I had out. Raza Khan took and brought commercials on WRD. The sisters here at the Crossroads, they let us have this space for a donation. I don't have nothing to give them. I don't have nothing to give them. But in doing this, you meet people. And I just want to thank them. I want to thank them. Merle, Kai, Sister Kai, she was for State Representative David P. Richardson. She used to run flyers in there. I got it, Kai. Yeah. And the things that she did, she was like the spook who sat by the door. I was aware of everything, and she was also getting with them when they would be doing wrong stuff, and reminding them of who they used to be until they got in these offices and started mixing. And she's another one. State representative, worked several years of her life and don't have a damn penny. No insurance, no nothing. Sister Vanessa, when Mumia had hepatitis C, she lost her job behind Mumia. Oh, they pulled some crap because she was cool up until the point that she was front lining for Mumia, taking stands when nobody else would when he had hepatitis C. She was the only state representative, and she called meetings, and she brought in a brother by the name of Brandon Floyd, and he's deceased now, but he became on the parole board. Chair? Right. This brother did the things that you expect him to do. He did his job, and he did it well. Now, I don't know how he passed so young. I have no idea. But I do know when he was on this level, he was good. So I'm quite sure he's good on the other level. As far as Mumia is concerned, and one more, Fatira. How many people here know Sister Fatira? Sister Fatira was the sister. She was Starlight on the web and putting the information out for Mumia. She was involved in some of everything, but we lost her. I don't even want to say we lost her. And she went to that next level of greatness. She's with the ancestors doing the things that keep us going. How many people have been getting ready to do something, and the ancestors tap you and tell you what to do? The ancestor come in and tell you the things, and and if you foul, believe in these ancestors, believe in true spirituality, and it don't betray you. It don't betray you. I met a sister over here. This sister right here, she stepped in here looking like a black beauty queen, and that's the Reverend Sue Kahn, Brother Andrew Kahn's wife, and I congratulate the union. They sat and met with our guest tonight. But look, let me tell you about Mumia real quick, okay? We got to get up. We got to rise up. We got to leave here tonight knowing that we are winners. These people have nothing. We have everything on them. When Mumia was on death row, Mumia was, he had colds, yeah. He had the flu, he had stomach aches, and that was for 30 years. Once Mumia got off of death row, and that came from a battle from all of us. People got beat up, locked up, thrown in jail. Some of us became ancestors, and all dealing with the case of Mumia. And no matter how hard they tried to kill him, it didn't work. Okay. We need some clapping for that, because they was hell-bent on killing Mumia. They wasn't playing no games. They brought everything that they could with them. But ain't no power like the power of the people when the power of the people don't stop. And we didn't. Ain't no power like the power of the people when the power of the people don't stop. We was up in them damn mansions. We was at their houses. We was any place that they went. Turned out everything that they had. You ain't going to kill Mumia. These people said that they would destroy Mumia in time. Because they know how we are. Because we know how they are. They give us issues. We got so many damn issues right now that it's unbelievable. And they know what they're doing. But we have still stayed vigilant. And, and a lot of times, a lot of times people not around, not because they don't want to be, it's the horrors of what's happening in this system. And I'm saying, in order to raise an army, you got to have understanding, and it got to be with love. Because, look, if somebody leave here 10 days ago, 10 years ago, tomorrow, we got something brand new for them on the following day to make you want to shout. Because Mumia's alive today because of us. Mumia, they tried to kill him with hepatitis C. And they gave him steroids that threw him into a coma. A diabetic coma. It was a brother in the prison by the name of Major Tillery, who they already hated. But he had changed the laws inside that prison. But he was not a scary man. He had faith, and what he was doing was right. He stepped to those officials inside there and told them what they had to do about Mumia. They transferred him from one place to the other, but he gave us the opportunity. We didn't know Mumia was in the conditions that he was in. And we went to get some paperwork, and Johanna Fernandez went to get it, and guards told her that they took Mumia out. They rushed Mumia in an ambulance to the hospital. God is good all the time. The ancestors is good all the time, because we was right there in Harrisburg. We had just won something big for Mumia there, and then we get the word that he's damn near dying, and we was about an hour away. And all of us got in our cars and we went to that hospital. This story is long. I'm shutting it off because there was other times when they couldn't do that. This was after he got off of death row, when they was, because all that other time they were sure that they was going to kill him. Injection, gas, whatever kind of way they was going to do it, they was going to do it. They said the day that Mumia got off of death row, them Hitler spitting mother suckers, and they said that Mumia was going to die in that prison. He's going to go to hell. He's going to burn like he's in hell. Well, that was true. Mumia did, because what they did to Mumia and caused him to itch from head to toe. And his skin had became like a black leather. And you can see, like, it was scaly. And when it breathed, you can look and you can see the red in here. His ear was coming off his face. His neck looked like a chicken neck. And just wrinkled and stuff. And he had got the biggest uniform that they had there was too small for him. The sneakers, they didn't have nothing big enough. They cut it so that his foot could lay over the top of it, because the damn sure couldn't get in it. And they put Mumia in a wheelchair. He was being wheeled, but by the love of the people, ain't no power like the power of the people. God darn it, we're everywhere, because inside that prison, it was the brothers who nurtured Mumia, who took care of Mumia, seeing to it that he was brought back to life. And they told him, don't touch him, but they did. Mumia wound up right after that with COVID. They said he didn't have that. And wound up again darn near dead. It was the battle of the people who stopped it. But in between all this time, court cases was happening, and he was winning every last one of them. But and the thing is, Mumia never had a trial. He never had a trial. People got to stop saying that we need a new trial for Mumia. Try having the first one. That was a railroad all the way through. Wasn't nothing legal about that. So we got to stop saying what it wasn't, that what they tell us to say. Mumia was not found guilty. He was declared guilty. And every illegal thing that was done, we have the proof of what they did. So I'm saying we shouldn't be acting like we without when we're with. You know, they saying it's over. It's not over. It's not over. Everything you did was illegal. Everything. The laws that would be there for Mumia, they would take them back when it came to his case. And then after he was turned down, and after he couldn't use that to get out, they would turn around and put it back on the books. That ain't no lie. That's the reality. And when in court, when a doctor had the ability to write down and say whether Mumia was to get medical treatment, and the guy who would not go along with the lie, in the courtroom, his paperwork was presented by Bob Ball. He said, "This is your paper here, right?" The guy looked at it, he said, "No." Bob turned around, he said, "And that's not my signature." The paperwork was paperwork that could have got Mumia killed if that guy did not say, and the proof of the intimidation, we in the yard. We go into court, we see them in the courtyard, and 3 white men arguing. What the hell do we care about that? We kept right on going. But in the courtroom, when the doctor was on the stand, he was one of the 3 men that was arguing. He said that the 2 of them was trying to get him to sign the paper that he did not sign. He stood firm. He stood firm on the principle of doing the right thing when it came to that medical part. And this last part, the whole thing was a shamble. Mumia had never, ever had lawyers that was real, that was true to him. Every last lawyer failed him, bar none. But I want to say this too. Every last lawyer that he had, although they failed him, we pulled him off of death row. They was working with them. And we're going to pull Mumia out that prison. Based on what? Based on what? Based on what? The power of the people. The power of the people. When you act like you got power and know you got power, ain't no stopping us now. You got to understand that. Our job is to go back into our communities. You can get everything right there on this what is the internet? And because everything is right there. Everything is there. If you want it in a book, if you want it in a song, if you want it on video, I don't care. If you want it from state representatives that stand and still standing, there he is. He ain't ashamed to be with us, you know? So Mumia's life is not in these people's hands. Mumia's life is in our hands. And what we're going to do with the truth. What we're going to do with the truth. I say, do for Mumia what Mumia continues to do for us. Rise up! Rise up! Rise up! Rise up! And fight these motherfuckers! I like to get names of people because, look, we brought these brothers and sisters here so that they can be an example for you. And because there was an example for me. We need to take some buses up there and see what I saw. See what Sister Filet and Sister Brother Shamari saw that made them want to shout. I got something that makes me want to shout. Hey, I got that something to tell you what it's all about. Yes, I do. Yeah. So I'm saying, come on. I got a piece of paper. Where's it? Sign up sheet. Ain't no, look, let's do it now. Sign it now. Sign it. Y'all signed it? Everybody signed it? And do you know somebody who else needs to go? We don't need one bus, we need 2. when we step in there and we can get 3. We got to see this. Our children got to see it. Our children that want to step into that arena of filth, they're going to bring some cleanliness to it. We got the power. We got the power. We got to go home. These people, you know, and thank you, Crossroad women, the global women. There's some fighters too. I just want to say thank you, and the date's going to be soon. The date's going to be soon, right? And that we go up to New York. I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but I've seen so much that I got to go back and see the rest. Overwhelmed. Okay, thank you. Sister Filet, did you want to close out?
All right.
I appreciate everybody that came here. And all those that's out there in Webland, and please, my number is 267-760-734. 267-760, oh shit, excuse me, 267-760-7344. It's been a long day, and Sister Filet, tell me your number. Please call, because we have the power. We know how to use it. We got some instructions. Let's do it.
Ashe. All right, Mama Pam Africa, give it up. Give it up. All right. Before we close out, I just received a message that Mumia wrote yesterday. I was trying to get it on my phone, and it's not coming out, so I have to read it from my computer. There was a visit yesterday, but also there was a rally and a protest. And in that, Mumia sent this message. My dear beloved friends and supporters, my message to you all is really quite simple. Thank you. This is hard to read because this is writing. It's not printed, I'm not typed. Okay, your love and noble work on the protests outside has already formed good fruit in getting me treatment after 8 months of darkness. I salute you all and thank you all. Remember, the battle ain't over. Please keep on keeping on, okay? Stay the struggle. Wait a minute, the struggle ain't over yet. Much love, and with love, not fear. Mumia Abu-Jamal.
Ashe, ashe.